Hello. Hello. What's shaking? I'm going to open up the chat room here. This is unofficial. So I am just having some fun after riding my going out for a ride on my bike. So this is kind of like an unofficial Saturday night thing. And as I've said, I am a closet guitar player, but when you have your own show, it's a big difference between the closet and the planet. But I'm trying to open up the chat room here. Hello. I just want to have a little guitar fun, because when I hear this is what I do. I usually do this on a Friday night, but I've been so busy, and last Friday night was nuts, or last night I should say. Sorry. And happy pre-Mother's Day to everybody. I'm probably going to do a more serious show in the morning for that, and pay honor to all of our moms, because without them we wouldn't be here now, would we? So, but that'll be for tomorrow. But what I'm doing here is I just decided to mess around, and I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm going to open up Skype, 815-209-9700, 9700, and you want to call it whatever. I don't really give a shit. I am, I don't mean that personally. I'm just having fun. So it's kind of like you're here with me in my basement, and we're sitting here. And what I wanted to do is, it's a lot of freaking noise. There's got to be some interference. You know what it is? It's probably the lights. Hang on a minute. Wasn't the lights. Well, there's something down here kicking something out. And I picked up my Les Paul because, well, it's an Epiphone. It's not a really Gibson Les Paul, but it's a Les Paul wannabe. And anybody that's a really good guitarist takes this as their personal. See, turn my amp off. Of course, then I can't hear nothing. What the hell is all that noise? Anybody that is a professional, I shouldn't say that, but everybody's got their contracts than their preference. But if you're a really good guitar player and you do it for a living, chances are you're going to pick a Les Paul. And that's why I got this sucker. That's so bad. Gosh. But if you're a I don't know. I guess if you're a studio musician or unless you're a high end of a Paul Reed Smith like Orthiani and man, I saw some of those. And, oh man, $4,000. It's like, holy shit, are you kidding me? Excuse me. I really wish I could find that. What the hell's putting out all that EMF? But something's doing it. And it's not my amp. It's not my amp converter because I'm on batteries on that thing. Wow. And it's not a cord. Well, it could be this. It could be this RCA cord. Into my little Yamaha. It's a little cute 10-watt practice amp. But I don't think so. If it's the monitor. My Mac. Trying to see if I'm on still. But what I want to do is this, and it's not showing off. Trust me. I want people to pick this thing up. And this thing was like $400. My wife got it for me for our anniversary, 25th. I'm gonna feel old, but I always wanted a Les Paul, and I mean, this thing sounds fucking really nice. I mean, I don't know. I'm recording this, obviously, on this and then Audacity. But there's a couple reasons why. Like I said, I do this messing around. This is my fun. And I want to hear the difference because I'm going to pick up a couple other guitars here and then listen to them. I can get rid of that freaking static, man. Wow. I'm afraid if I start unplugging stuff, I'll unplug my computer and I'll be screwed. The one thing I will bitch about a Les Paul is the pickup switch is at the top. So when I'm tapping like that, it kind of gets in the way, and I don't like that. And I like playing off the bridge pickup, which is the very bottom of the guitar pickups, because you can tell the tone difference. This is Guitar 101. Screw the Red Pill Show. So, but You get a tinnier, brighter sound. Now, if I flip the pickup switch, I'll be on the neck pickup, and it's a warmer sound, which is the more classic Les Paul. And actually, I can see why people want to use this thing recording, because it's freaking awesome. And this is a piece of crap. You get a $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 like what Slash uses, or professional musicians, and I mean, this thing is freaking nice. But it don't have a whammy bar. It don't have a locking trim, and it's not. You know, and it's a Gibson. I'm a Fender guy, but I'm still open-minded enough to not deny this guitar. I mean, this thing. It's not good for, although it's in the rhythm position. See, I like that better. So anyway, I don't know how it freaking sounds. Somebody is in. Is that me? Somebody's in the chat room. No way, really? Hey, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Oh yeah. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm just fucking around here on my guitar. Who is this? What's up, dude? just having fun. I'm trying to. But as I was saying, this is it's a Les Paul. And people that want to pick up the guitar, which I really encourage, there's two things I encourage people to do. One is do a stupid show on Spreaker.com about anything. Just like this. Come out, chill out. You don't even need a nice mic. You can have a headset. Spreaker's so awesome to do this on. And have fun. Why not? And you get a little creative here, and you can hook up a guitar like I'm doing. And that's the second thing people should do is pick up the guitar. I don't care who you are, male, female, 10 years old, 50, 60 years old, doesn't matter. Pick it up. And that's why I'm saying this kind of a Guitar 101 thing, because I really don't like a Les Paul. A lot of people do. But I could play all these guitars that I got, and I'm going to sound the same because it's me playing it. But I just don't. I don't connect with this thing. But it's a really nice guitar. There's nothing wrong with it. But, I don't know, it's like a blonde brunette thing or a red black car or Ford Chevy or whatever. It's just not, it's not me. But, the big difference in the guitar is tone. But then tone is in the player too. It's such a mindfuck because, like I said, I can play all these guitars in here and I'm going to sound the same. But when I do, and that's why I'm doing this too, because I'm going to go back and listen to this and see what sounds the best. Because I have my headphones on, and what I think sounds the best could be different when I play it back. And that's kind of why too that I'm doing this. I usually play through my half stack here and just have some fun and rip out. And I used to do some YouTube videos with video and of course audio, and actually show what I'm doing. Like this is a D chord, you can't see it, an A, G, and C. E. Because something I've always wanted to do is play the guitar, and the only regret I have is I didn't do it sooner. And everybody's like, well, what songs can you play? And it's like, not a lot. I'm not trying to emulate or do anything per se as copy. But, one of the easiest and first songs I did was Rock and Roll by Zeppelin, which is, and A's my favorite key. But a lot of people tune down nowadays. Like this is standard tuning here, which is E. And I don't want to get into it, but it's E. But a lot of them tune down to D or C or something. And that's a big pain in the ass, because especially if you're locking trim, you got to unbolt everything. But on this guitar, it's not that hard because I can just twist the tuning pegs. And none of this makes sense because you can't see it. But like I said, one of the songs was which is my version of Rock and Roll by Zeppelin, but and some other things came along. But I don't like doing that stuff. Yeah, I gotta figure these knobs out. There's 4 knobs on a Les Paul, and I'm trying to fucking figure them out because I don't play this thing. That's obviously the bridge. But what I like doing is just messing around like that, which is taking me way too long to do. And it's nothing less than frustrating doing that to get to that, just to get what I'm doing there. I mean, I can pretty much do what I want to do and sit here and figure stuff out. It takes a little more time. But like I said, this is my Friday or Saturday night just messing around with my guitar. But I really wish I could get rid of that freaking noise. But, I mean, this guitar, but I can't do what I want to do with it because it don't have a trim. So I'm gonna get my guitar that has a locking trim because I can't do what I want to do with this thing. Oh, that just sounds great. Turn the amp off because I don't want to hear that shit. I really should figure out. It's not my chord because I changed this already. How much nicer is that? And all that shit in the background. Hang on a minute. All right, so let's see if I even plugged the right frickin' cord in. No. Wow. How about that? Now this guitar is my, it's damn near my favorite. It's Wolfgang by Eddie Van Halen Fender. And the thing about this guitar is that it has this thing on it. Which is a locking trunk. Which when I started playing years ago, a friend said, "Don't touch that thing," because my first guitar was what the hell was it? It was a Washburn Solid Body, and then I picked up the Barrington over there, which actually I still have. And my friend warned me, "Don't play with that thing," because this is what he was afraid I was going to do. And it just sounds more like a rubber band thing, or just like, I'll never forget. I saw a band, oh my God, years ago, and that's what this guy did. All this guitarist guy did was, and not even that good. Not that that's good, but that's all he did. He made this like pucker fish face, and I'm like, oh my God. So now I know why he told me years ago not to even touch this thing, because it's a distraction. And all I can say is this, and I have no idea what I'm talking about, is your sound comes from your fingers. And for that to happen, forget all the effects and all that crap. It comes from your fingers, and to get your fingers to do what you want to do through your head and your heart and your soul and what you're trying to do is the goal. And it's taken me, and not that I got it down, but it's taken me, oh man, maybe 20 years. But I didn't play every day, which is really sad. But I'm just being honest. It's taken me 20 years probably to halfway do what I want to do. And then you just start picking up stuff, and you start emulating people that you like. And I've never really learned note for note solos and what people do. I listen more for their tone and what they do. And somehow I picked it up by osmosis in doing it. But it's very discouraging, because when you first pick these things up, you're just like, and you try doing a chord, and it's like, I mean, just to do this chord, a D chord, and it's like you can't get it, and you're like, how many strings do I hit? And it sounds like shit. That's a C chord, but it's really aggravating, because you got to get your hand to communicate with your brain to do it, and it's nothing, like I said, it's nothing less than frustrating. But be that as it may, I've seen people and know people that can pick this thing up, and within months they're kicking ass on it, or some people never really seem to get it. And that's a shame, because they give up. And I didn't give up. And I should have worked harder at doing it. Because really all that's missing with me is playing with people and picking stuff up, in my opinion. Because I can learn a song if I really want to. I'm not bragging. I'm not saying anything like Mozart or, even like Joe Satriani or nothing like that. I'm not trying to make it seem that it's easy, because it's not. But I can play what I want to play when I'm noodling around. And that's the hardest thing to do, but when you do that, you're developing your own style. And hopefully that fits in with a band or your band or what you want to do to get that vibe across in how you want to play. And that's how I want to play. I don't really give a shit if somebody likes it or not, because I do, and that's all that matters. And it's just really fun. It's therapy, and it's nice to just come down here and after a hard day's work or frustrating, or just to rip on this thing and just and just do what you want. So I guess what I'm saying is this. Pick up a guitar. You can find one at a pawn shop, and I would say electric. If you pick up a acoustic, that's fine too, but the necks are fatter on them, and they're more forgiving when you mess up. I mean, you just touch this thing, and it's like, oops, I didn't mean to do that, and everything's amplified. The acoustic's a little more forgiving on that. But I would say you could find a guitar and a 10-watt amp for, I don't know, $200, which I don't think is... I think it's cheap fun. I mean, hell, it's a couple dinner dates, man. It's nuts. But it can last you a lifetime. And I got a Fender Squier that sitting over in a corner I bought my dad, and he gave up on it. And that was over 20 years ago. And it's sitting over there. I got it. And I got him an amp, and it's basically a Fender Strat. And it's not really the guitar, it's the asshole playing it. And there's really a lot of truth to that. Until you get into the point where you're in the studio and you're looking for an exact sound and tone in your own tone in your band, and that's different. But as far as just playing the frickin' guitar, to me, it doesn't matter if it's a Squier, Strat, Les Paul, Ibanez, SG, it really doesn't matter, because the guy's going to sound the same no matter what he's playing, because it's you. Because you're playing the guitar. A lot of people make the mistake of, well, if I get a Eddie Van Halen guitar, I'll sound like him. No, you're not going to. Or Metallica, and you get a what do they play? ESPs, or or if I buy a Strat, I'm going to sound like Clapton. It's like, no, you're not. You're going to sound like you. I mean, eventually you're gonna probably sound like who your favorite guitarist. My favorite guitarist is Sammy Hagar, but the way I play this thing, it sounds more like Eddie Van Halen. And I'm not saying that because of that. I'm just saying if it sounds like, I've been told that actually. But I've never sat here and tried to figure, like Eruption. I never really... It's a half-assed attempt. I don't really care. But that I just picked up by ear, but I like the tapping that he does. And it's really not that hard to do. I mean, I played viola, so tremolos are this, which is a hammer-on tremolo, but then you just, to do what he does... And then you throw the tremolo in, or the locking trem in there with the dive bomb, and it's like, whatever, and it's fun, and that's why I like doing this. And I'll do this I hope they bury me with this fucker, but because it becomes you. It's like a motorcycle, a car, your tools. It's part of you. It's an extension of you, and I really can't stress that either. And you just start messing around, and I don't know. There's a point where you have an epiphany, and then you can start doing what you want to do, and it starts sounding like something. Like when I drove my wife nuts, but when I could do a squealer, which is this. which I can do at will. But when I first figured that out, and I was trying to learn Sammy Hagar, how he was doing that on Sweet Hitchhiker on the solo, and I was asking everybody, what the hell's he doing? What effect is that? Because everybody thinks when there's weird sounds coming out of a guitar, it's effects, and it's not. It's what you're doing with your hands and your everything, both hands and your pick, and that's a pick thing. That's just an inflection, bending the pick. Which is, it's like a false harmonic, but it's just the pick by kind of pinching it and then twisting it and your thumb. I mean, it really sounds complicated, but it's not. And after you can do that anywhere on the fretboard after you get it, but to do that. To do that took me like freaking years, and it's like, this sucks. And it's just so aggravating. I don't want to do it, but I persevered, and I mean, that's what it's about. You just start. I don't know, like you start learning stuff like E and strumming too, all downstroke, and you got to do up and down. And just doing that shit was impossible. And then you throw the chords in there and the fingerings and the, and the bar chords, and it's just like, fuck this stuff. But you'll get it. You just can't stop. And I'm gonna tell you, even if you play this thing every day for a year, you're still gonna be like, I can't do this shit. It sucks. It's it is. It's like learning another language, which I know a little bit about speaking other languages, but I'm not fluent in it, and that's the best way to put it. I'm not fluent in guitar, but I am enough where I can make it talk. And I don't know if that makes any sense or not, because if I don't know a lot of people that would not love to know how to play the guitar, especially guys. And it's like motorcycles. It's like cars. It's like, really? You don't like that? And I just wish I would have done it. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. But I wish I would have picked this thing up when I was 10, 15, 18. Too late then, maybe. But 10 years old, I don't see a real problem. What is it? Michael Schenker picked it up around 9 or 10. And he even admits that he didn't know what the hell he was doing, even when he was on Scorpions' album in Love Drive. And he's like, I don't know what I was doing. He's just playing, which is crazy. But that's what he was doing. And he's one of the best freaking guitarists I've ever heard in my life. And I think people get, I'm condensing so much in so little time, but trying to go from the beginning to where I'm at, and music theory and modes, and does it fit, and is it perfect, and is it, it's like, no, it's Joe Satriani even said, I learned to accept that I can fuck up playing it. He didn't say that exactly, but I knew that if I hit a wrong note or didn't play a song right, it's okay. And that guy's phenomenal. I can't imagine him making any mistakes. But sometimes when you make mistakes and you're not too far out of key, it kind of fits when you make it fit. Because it's not an exact science. It's not like math or anything. You got sharps and flats and sustained notes and augmented this and diminished that and all this crap. But what the key is, and no pun intended, is your ear. Does it sound good? If I just do this shit. have no fucking idea what I just played. But it doesn't matter. I mean, it's pretty much relative in the key of A, because that's my favorite. That's my favorite key, and that's what I play in. And I don't know what I just did. I couldn't tell you, but it sounds good to me, and that's all I give a shit about. Well, what'd you play? I go, well, pretty much it's the minor pentatonic. And that's just bending. It sounds more than I'm really doing, but I'm just bending the note there. I mean, Van Halen, he's so a master at bending. And all I did there is 2 notes, but bending there and pulling off sounds like I'm doing a lot of shit, but I'm not. Which I think is fucking cool. I love that. But he wrote the book on how to do that stuff, and he floats around the key so much, and with this bending, and then when he throws the tapping into it. I mean, it's sick. And it's like, how the fuck are you doing that? And I've watched, oh man, I don't even want to say how many times I've watched Van Halen live without a net, which goes back to 88 maybe. And I just like watching. I'm like, what are you doing? And it's like he's on another planet light years ahead, which he was and he still is. And I'm like, wow, man. I mean, I wish I could just even do a little bit of what he's doing. And like I said, I never really slow mode or like, what's he doing, or figuring out note by note. And it just came to me. And I'm not saying I'm him. I'm by any means. There's no way. But I would be remiss in saying that he didn't influence me, because God, this is so cool. Who can't listen to Van Halen and go, "Well, it sucks"? I mean, who could? I should say, who could say that sucks? It's like, what are you, nuts? Are you deaf? How can you not like that? And I just got to say, it just comes. And perseverance and not giving up is the key to doing it. And I'm really glad. I mean, I drive my wife nuts because she's heard the same shit for 27 years, you know. Oh, you just go down and go, I go, yeah, I am, because that's what I like doing. But, you know, she's sick of it, and I'm sorry. And that's why sometimes I just hook it up to my headphones and do this. And then I got cute with Audacity. And then what I really like doing is going to YouTube and finding them live performances and then jamming with my favorite bands, like Sammy Hagar's live in St. Louis in 1983. And I actually recorded that. And it is... Oh, wow, I stopped. Did I really? Audacity stopped. Oh, well. Can I close that? No, I don't want to save changes. Maybe. Oh, wait a minute. Is it still going? I have multiple windows open. Maybe that's a problem. Oh, no, we're still going. 45 minutes. Holy shit. Wow. I don't want a better way to spend a safe Saturday night. I think I got something on here that I'm messing around with him. I know it's here. There it is. Jamming with Sammy. So let's see how shitty this sounds. Try messing around with her. Oh, man. All right, stop that. I'm singing on that. You don't want to hear that, trust me. Let's get to playing a guitar. Well, that isn't bad. No, I think I'm still singing. You do not want to hear that. There we go. Oh, I think I'm singing in this too. All right, so that's it. I ain't playing that yet. Let's see here. Maybe. Yeah, I'm just playing her. You get the idea there. What the hell else is on here? Better not be me singing because I don't want to hear that. That's the end of that, or is it? Yeah, that's the end of that. What's the end of that? So anyway, you get the idea of that. So just trying to figure chords out and shit, and playing with your favorite person or people, and whether you figure it out or not. It's not that. It's about having fun, and that's what I was trying to do there. So, so I don't know. I'm probably just gonna. What is this? 51 minutes. Holy crap! It was just the point of coming on here and trying to talk you into picking up the freaking guitar and having some fun. So I encourage you to do that. And who knows? Who knows what can happen? Stranger things have happened with people, and you never know. You might. You might do something with it. Who knows? But that's not it either, though. It's just having fun and doing it, and having a good time. So, anyway, that's it. I'm just gonna. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just might leave this on and mess around a little bit because I'm not ready to be done yet. But I'll just let it rip a little bit and then I'll turn it off. But please at least try to pick up the guitar and give it a few years before you throw the thing against the wall or get rid of it or put it in a garage sale. But or give it to your kid, and you never know what's going to happen with your kid, because that's what happened when Michael Schenker. He picked up his brother's guitar, and he was afraid he was going to kick his ass when he found out about it. And then Michael Schenker taught his brother. So and the rest is history. One of the greatest guitars ever from Germany. Not that has to do with anything, but it's just the stories are so cool. I think every household in America or on the planet should have a guitar. I really do. And because rock and roll needs it, man. I'm getting a rant here, but really? I mean, who's out there that knocks your socks off? Not really nobody with me. I'm just being honest. I mean, I did an interview with Forever Still, and it's honest to God's truth. I love their sound and what they're doing, but there's just really nobody out there that's doing anything for me, and it's really a shame, because what's the population of the United States, and if we had a guitar in every household, I mean, you got what, 3 million, 5 million people, whatever the hell it is. No, it's more than that, you dumbass. Let's see, Chicago's 10. 300? Is it 300 million? I don't know. 300 million households, and we can't find a good guitar player. Is it male or female? I mean, Orianthi. All right, I take it back. Orianthi really, really knocks my socks off. She is freaking awesome. So I take that back. But really, I really can't think of anybody that just I want to go turn it on and listen to it. I really don't. So what's wrong with having a guitar in every household? And the chances are 300 million to 1 that we're going to find somebody. I mean, that we have to. Out of 300 million people, we got to find someone. Whereas when I've been in people's houses, they might have an acoustic, but I would say maybe 1 out of every 10 houses has a guitar in it. That's really sad. So even if you don't stick with it, leave it sit there, and don't throw it in the closet, and let your kid pick it up. Who knows what's going to happen? But we really need it. I mean, music means so much to me, and a big part of my life from ever since I discovered it when I was a kid to now, and it would just be a shame that I mean, I don't ever see rock and roll dying, but it sure as hell ain't living. I mean, I got to do something. So I don't know. But I'm going to mess around here, and I'm going to go. So be safe and have fun. It's Saturday night, and that's about it. So.